Hello, everyone. What's up? Welcome. Good afternoon to everyone. So the title, you guys, I just had a case of deja vu. I just had a case of deja vu. I was strolling through these YouTube streets, and I actually saw, well, heard Miss Olivia the Oracle talking, on her video, and I actually had a case of deja vu. She was talking about the difference between PTSD and PTSS, which is PTSD, and how she was talking about it was post traumatic slave disorder and post traumatic slave syndrome. The difference between those two. And I just had a case of deja vu listening to her because I could have sworn, hey, what's up, Fit Yaya, baby? How you doing? What's up, Miss Ray Allen, baby? How you doing? Miss Patricia Ellington, how you doing? I could have sworn I had a conversation or heard the conversation before about the difference between those two things, PTSD and PTSS, post traumatic slave disorder and post traumatic slave syndrome, and how the story, even the story she told, is very, very familiar. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I heard the story previously in another context or another situation was not, or it was just a case of, like I said, deja vu. The story she told is of two mothers, one black mother and one white mother, you know what I'm saying, both at their son's school for whatever reason, whatever. And the black mother tells the white mother, "Oh, your son is doing really, really well. He's really improving. He is excelling." And the white mother started naming off all the accomplishments that her son has done, things like that. And then the white mother started realizing, hold up, other this black young man is actually superseding the expectations. What's up, Sheila E. Baby? How you doing? The expectations and accomplishments of my son. So she replies to the black mother, "Oh no, your son is really doing extremely well. Was now he's superseding what my son is doing." And the black mother states, "Oh well, he's a handful. Was not, you know what I'm saying?" And kind of like start denigrating, you know what I'm saying, what who her son is. And that is traced back to slavery times, which is basically just say if a mother was out in the field doing her job was not as the slave was not, and the slave master comes up or the white slave owner comes up to her and said, "Oh wow, I see that your boy is really growing and really improving." And you know, the mother in the slave in the field was not, it starts to denigrate her child was not, as a form of protection of him, as a form of um saying downplaying who he is and his accomplishment. Oh well, he can't carry as much as so and so can. He's not as smart. He's not as quick. He don't learn as quickly. He doesn't learn as fast. Well, it's not. He's not as accomplished as, you know what I'm saying, some of the other kids his age was not. And she does that in order to actually save her son because she don't want the slave owner to have that attitude that, oh well, he is this strong strapping young man, so I can sell him and get a lot of money from him. So that whole mindset of that was something that Miss Olivia was talking about, was not that she referenced to. And I could have sworn I had this conversation before with you guys or heard it on here before. I'm not quite sure if I have or not, but that's what I said, it's a form of deja vu. But then from there I went into why my confidence is so high, because you know what I'm saying, I was never denigrated by my mom, was not, but I was, like when I would get straight A's in school, it wasn't a reward. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't something that was talked about. It was like, okay, okay, yeah. Now, mind you, I'm the only person in the house that was getting straight A's and doing these like good things in school. It's not president of clubs, you know what I'm saying, president of different things, was not things like that. And it was like from an early age, I've learned. I told you I learned from everything I go through. Okay, I told you guys I learned from everything that I go through. Everything that I've experienced in life was not, I would never take anything away from it because it helps me get to where I'm at today and help me be the person I am today. But seeing that, knowing that was not, it was because, I don't know, it's just something that us as people, we constantly don't reward each other for their accomplishments. We don't talk about each other's accomplishments in a way that is praising and good. I'm saying as a good lookout. It's always like, saying, if we say the good, we have to mention the bad. If we do, what's up, covered jewel baby? How you doing? If we talk about the goods to someone's or someone says something good about somebody else was not, we have to point out the bad in them was not. It's just an inherent trait that we have as a people was not that I try to get away from. And I know a lot of people may not understand it, may not grasp the concept was not. But even with myself was not. That's why I always make sure that if no one's going to let me know that I do a good job, I let myself know that I'm doing a good job. You know what I'm saying? It just sorry about that. It's just something that I always have done and I always will do was not, what I'm saying? And not only will I do it for myself was not, I want to do it for everyone else that I care about as well. I want everyone to know that, we are all jewels. We are all smart. We are all kind. We are all beautiful. From the help, y'all know how it is. You are kind. You are beautiful. You are smart, and you are important. What's up, just that baby? Yeah, but I always want. I mean, I always want to feel like that for myself. Was not, and I don't depend on people to help me feel that way. Was not, so I make myself feel that way. But so I also that's why I say I also understand that how my confidence and my sense of self worth may be intimidating to some people was not because they may not be used to it. They may not understand that was not. But it all goes from generations upon generations ago was not. It had nothing to do with us today, but has everything to do with how we treat each other today. You know what I'm saying? Because we have that mindset and that's ingrained in us as to how it's a form of self-preservation. It's a form of self protection and protecting our people was not. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is, I like I said, I try to break all the rules. I try to break all the boxes. What's up, man? Man, how you doing? I don't try to fit into boxes of people. Was not. You know what I'm saying? I may have some similarities that may allow people to see me as someone who needs to be in a box, but it's my job as an individual to break open all stereotypes, all aspects of it. You know what I'm saying? The aspects of being a black man, the aspects of being gay, aspects of being a designer, aspects of being someone who is into art. But what y'all don't understand as well or know is that I encompasses a whole bunch of different boxes. You know, although I like looking at pretty things and making beautiful things with that, also I'm very good with my hands as far as building stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like building tables and you know helping with homes or else not. You know what I'm saying? Only thing I'm not really good at is with car stuff. But other than that, I'm pretty good at pretty much everything that I do. Was not. It's only so much I can show on here. What's up, Miss Deanna Irvin, baby? How you doing? It's only so much I can show on here that I can show what I can do as now. But that's what I mean. The confidence that I have is because my accomplishments that I have. It is so easy for me to just come on here and start bragging about what I do or not, but that's not even what I'm about. It's just that I like showing people what I can do. You know what I'm saying? So people can be more impressed by that than by me saying what I can and can't do. But anyways, that's just a little bit about that. But yeah, the whole deja vu thing was just that I could have sworn listening to Miss Olivia's commentary this morning. It was a really short video, whatever, like under 10 minutes. But I had a sense of deja vu because I could have sworn either I thought about this before, or I had this conversation before, or this sounds very, very familiar, whatever. But yeah, I just want to come to you guys and let you guys know that that's what it was, and I want us as a people, as a whole, to have more confidence in who we are, have more confidence in what we're able to accomplish, what we're able to do, and be realistic about it. Well, it's not. I think a lot of us don't have realistic expectations. Well, it's not of ourselves, which means that we don't put those. So that means that we don't have realistic expectations of other people or it's not. Be it that's a good thing or a bad thing, it's not. Like I said, I know what I can do and I know what I can't do. I know what I'm extremely good at and I know what I need improvement on. What's up, Gloria, baby? How you doing, sweetheart? And I want us as a people, us not to start really self-evaluating, doing a lot of self-evaluation was that because a lot of us choose to put, and I always say us because I always put myself in a collective as the group as a whole. A lot of us like to judge other people harshly without judging ourselves harshly. We give ourselves passes for our shortcomings was not, but the same shortcomings we see in other people was not. We choose to judge them harshly on. And I think that we as a people needs to start really recognizing our shortcomings and self-evaluating what we are and what we do and who we are, what's not, in order for us to give the world a more realistic view of who we are. Because having a sense of grandeur is one thing, if you have the abilities and the skill set in order for you to live up to that. But if you're mediocre at best, but you have this sense of grandeur, it's a sense of delusion that we have that people start to look at and then don't take us seriously. You know, we need to really be able to look at who we are in its totality, was not looking at the good, the bad, and the indifferent, and being honest with ourselves, was not, and being able to work on the parts that we need improvement on, was that. So even if we do have that sense of grandeur or that sense of, um, you know, whatever, we're able to honestly say, okay, well, I'm extremely good at this, but I know I need help with this right here. And not always just saying it verbally, was not, but having that mindset of constantly working on and knowing that you need improvement in areas of your life that may not always be good. And that's what I try to do. And I know people think that, oh, he's arrogant, he's this, he's that. Well, it's not. Well, I'm not arrogant. I'm very confident in who I am, the good, the bad, and the indifferent. And I know that sometimes, some comes across as that, but I'm not going to change who I am to make someone else happy. If someone else have shortcomings, was not that they um know and they get irritated by who I am and what I do, was not. I can't help that. What's up, baby? How you doing? Sorry, look about the screen. What's up, ATL chick, baby? How you doing? And Deanna, baby, how you doing? You know, and it's just that I want people to really, really, truly have self confidence, and I think that like I always say, it wasn't. I try to be the example that I want everyone else to see. You know what I'm saying? Be the standard that you want everyone else to follow, type of thing. That's my whole mentality, was not, and I've always been that way. I always want to be that person that not only tell you, also want to show you, what I'm saying, what it looks like or how I see it looking like. And it maybe look differently on you. But this is how confidence and self-confidence and self-assuredness looks on me. And this is how I carry it, was not. And like I say all the time, I know I'm not everyone's cup of tea, and nor do I try to be. I'm very comfortable with who I am, how I do things, how I live my life, and the decisions that I make. You know what I'm saying? And I try to do it in the best ability possible and the most non-malicious way possible. But also understand that I can't please everyone or appease everyone, nor do I try to. But yeah, I just want to come to y'all really quickly and talk to y'all about that, what's not, and just let y'all know what my little sense of deja vu is and how I always take everything and kind of like self-reflect on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, how does that make me feel? How does it make me think of myself? How does that relate to me? You know what I'm saying? Because reality is, my life is all about me. Thank you, Shirley. The thing is, I mean, I remember when I was younger, was like people used to say, "Oh, yeah, he's conceited." Well, it's not. But but people never realized that I grew up dirt poor. So if I took pride in how I dressed or what I had or what I bought or what I accomplished, was not. It was just that. It was just me taking pride in it, was not. Because I mean, when I say grow up dirt poor, it was five of us. You know what I'm saying? At one point, living in like a 2, 3 room shanty almost. You know what I'm saying? And that's here in America. You know what I'm saying? It's not somewhere in a foreign country. Was not. It was here in America. Was not where we were. You know what I'm saying? Our house got burnt down. Was not. My mom didn't have insurance or anything. Was not. So we had to do it, whatever we had to do, and we lived in like a little shanty. It was me, my brothers, my brother, and my two sisters, and my mom. So when I was able to work and buy nice stuff or have nice things, was not, and help out, was not, I was extremely proud of that. It was something that I take pride in. I take pride in how I look and how I carry myself. Even to this day, I take pride in the fact that I can be able to make something out of nothing and make it look good. I take pride in the fact that I can go to um, a dollar store or a Kmart or something like that, you know, and make something look like it came from Neiman Marcus. You know what I'm saying? Like, one of my biggest things was, okay, let me see how much I could spend. Let's see how little I could spend and make it look like I spent hundreds of dollars. And that's what I used to do when I would do that. Was like, I would go somewhere really, really shabby, I guess, was not either a thrift store or Walmart or Kmart when it was big, was not, and I would, saying, buy stuff was not and make it look like I got it from the mall somewhere. So even just stuff like that, that I always took pride in how I carry myself because my mom, one thing, like I said, I learned from everything. One thing that I learned from my mom is that don't ever allow anyone to make you feel bad about who you are and what you have. You know what I'm saying? If you put your best foot forward, that's all that you can do. Don't worry about what someone else's opinion of you is or what someone else's opinion of what you have is, what's not. And she always like, we don't have much, but we have each other. And I want to, she instilled upon me the fact that, although she never gave me a lot of compliments and whatnot, but that's another story in itself for another day. But I never got a lot of compliments and a lot of other boys was not as a child. But I understand why that happened now, you know what I'm saying, opposed to then. But one thing she did instill upon me is that, you know, you are someone important. No matter what no one else says about you is not, you are someone important and you must always feel that way about yourself. And that was always a good thing for me, you know what I'm saying? That was always something that I appreciate about her. And I still appreciate about her was not. That's why I love my mom to death, whatever. Because although we didn't have the best of the childhood was not, but I understand it as an adult. Even as a young adult, I understood why things were the way they were. I understand why it happened the way it happened and why it had to happen that way in order for me to be who I am and who I'm going to be. So it's about it's about showing your appreciation. Not only showing your appreciation was not understanding. That's why I always say I seek clarity. Y'all hear me say that a lot. Was that when I ask questions, I ask questions to seek clarity. I've always wanted to know the why, even as a child. Why is this? Why is that? And not in a way that was disrespectful, was not, but for me to have an understanding with that, so I can know how I need to deal with it internally, type of thing. But I choose. Ooh, Sheila E, don't choose the streets, baby. And the thing is, the thing about that is that not only, like, thing is, we grew up in a really, like, after we got out and moved up, I guess, we moved up to the ghetto. I told you we lived in like a little small little shanty type of situation was not, you know, but we moved up to the ghetto and when we moved up, hey, Miss Hutchinson, baby, how you doing, baby? Thank you so much for liking. When we moved up to the ghetto, because that was us moving on up. When we moved on up to the ghetto was not, it was like a gang infested area and that was big and where was the Bloods and the Crips was not. This was back on the West Coast where that was the big two gangs. Like we moved from Chicago where there was Vice Lords and Disciples was not, which I knew all about them. But then when we moved over to the West Coast to Seattle was not, I didn't know anything about the Bloods and Crips, whatever, you know what I'm saying? So we moved to an area that was infested with Bloods, but all of my friends lived in an area that was Crips. So it was very funny and fun for me, of course, because I was the bad kid that was smart as hell, so no one would let me be in a gang because they wanted me to stay out of the gangs, was not. But my brother chose not to be in a gang, but he did choose a street life, was not. You know what I'm saying? And people always wonder, okay, how do y'all maintain? Well, it was a struggle in that house, was not, because my mouth has always been fly, and he always thought he was the boss, and we had to, saying, handle our business. Our last physical fight was when I was 14 years old. He's like 4 years older than me. So he was like 18, 19, and I was 14. And baby, that fight was something epic. That fight was for the books. That fight was for the books. Because I swear I was trying to kill him. I was trying to take his head off his shoulders. And from that day on, that's been my attitude. I will never get hit by anybody again without trying to take their life from them. You hit me, I'm about to take your life from you. Point blank, period. And my mom had to call the police and all that stuff because I was literally trying to kill him. Don't put your hands on me ever again. You hit me, I'm gonna take your life. Where the money, man? you know, um, heavy hitters. That's so funny when you say damn heavy hitters, whatever. That's why I laugh at people because like I said, if y'all actually knew the story of my life, it's like dang, and that's what I tell people now when they see me, they be like, oh, you changed so much, like you're so different. I'm still the same person, trust me. I just that now just got a little bit smarter and knowing that I can go to jail and I need to make sure that my future is always safe. Hey Tracy, baby, how you doing? What's up, Tracy? Tracy, your song the other day was so silly. Like, I guess you put Rico, Wiley, and all those people inside of the song. I like Tracy is a mess. I love it to death. Can't beat it. What's up, baby? You good? But yeah. So it was just like it was so like deja vu craziness was not, but it was a good thing, good feeling because it had me reminiscing about what I'm saying my life and my little childhood and my little upbringing and my little growing up was not, and reason why I am the way I am, the reason why I have confidence in who I am, stuff like that. Because like I said, some people think that my confidence is a turnoff, but you know what? It helps me survive. I can't depend on people telling me who I am. That's what I always tell you guys. What's in this, Paulette Waters, baby? How you doing? That's what I always say. Was not if you allow people to tell you who you are and build you up, you also give them that power to break you down, and you can't give people that power. Well, it's not. You know what I'm saying? You have to make sure that you always have the power within yourself to be who you are and believe in yourself. Was not because everyone else have a choice to be around you. Like although I love you guys and I love the fact that you guys support and appreciate me, was not y'all, this is a choice for you guys. You guys have a choice to be here with me or not. You know what I'm saying? You guys don't have like me. I don't have a choice to be here for myself. When push comes to when push comes to shove, was not everyone else can leave and walk away from me, was not, but I can't walk away from myself. When I wake up every morning, I have to look at myself in the mirror. When I go to bed at night, I have to look at myself in the mirror. And the only person that's there with me is me. You know what I'm saying? Even with my husband, was not my family, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I love them to death. But the point is, it's still a choice for them. You know what I'm saying? And I understand that, was not. And like I always say, was not. I love everyone, was not. I love everyone, but I love myself more. As much as I love my mom, as much as I love my husband, as much as I love my family, was not, and my friends, I have to love myself more than that. Which means that if you're not good for me, was not, I'm willing to leave you alone and walk away from you, was not, to protect myself, self preservation at all times. I'm always here to make sure that I am the best person that I was meant to be. That's why at the end of my videos was not always say love yourself, which means you have to love yourself first and then love someone else. Because if you love someone else more than you love yourself, was not, you're gonna allow them to do whatever it is they want and need to do, was not, opposed to you actually having the confidence and the security within self to say, okay, hold up, I don't like this. I don't like how you're talking to me. I don't like how you're treating me, was not. So please don't do that, was not. And if you continue to do that, was not, you choose to walk away from them, type of thing. You got to have that confidence within yourself. You got to have, what's up, Tam, baby? You have to have that confidence within yourself. You have to have that confidence and that security to be able to stand alone if need be. You know, you can't allow people to, you know, come to you in a way where you're not comfortable with who you are and it makes you feel uncomfortable in a situation where it's not. You gotta have the strength and the courage to leave and walk away. You gotta have the strength and courage to stand by yourself with yourself if need be, was not. It's just that. And I think that all that comes with the whole PTSD and PTSS thing, was not, the post traumatic slave syndrome and the post traumatic slave disorder, was not. Because it's kind of like a group think mentality, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Where you think that you need everyone around you to build you up, was not. Mm-mm. Have a confidence within yourself to build yourself up. Have a confidence within yourself to, be who you're meant to be. Like I said, I think a couple of videos ago, it's not one of the first poems that I wrote, you know what I'm saying, is like, basically, seek out who God meant for you to be and be. You know what I'm saying? It's like just seek out who you're meant to be and be that without explanations, without apologies, without, permission. And a lot of us must not ask people for permission to live our best life or ask people for permission to be ourselves. And once you realize that you don't have to ask anyone for permission to be yourself, that's your freedom right there. You have the freedom to do whatever you need to do to be your best self, as long as it's not with a malicious intent or a malicious heart. You know what I'm saying? Some people was not do stuff, was not saying they're being themselves, was not, but it's riddled in malicious actions. It's riddled in malicious intent. It's riddled in malicious um, foresight and forethought, was not, which is not a good thing. Hashtag Freedom 2020. Exactly, Tracy, baby. Exactly. You was born alone, you would die alone. So the hell. Exactly. You have to. You definitely have to do that. You know what I'm saying? You definitely have to do that, whatever. What's up, Red Afro Baby? How you doing? Yes, hit this like button, you guys. I know it's not 18 of y'all in here just watching me behind a black screen talking mess. hmm And once I actually hit that like button, you start leaving. I got you. That's how it works. Only real recognize real, baby. Real recognizes real. And I'm not, you know what I'm saying, gonna diminish my light to make sure that you shine. Who does that? Where do that at? Who is gonna diminish their light to make sure that you shine? I know I won't. See, Sheila, that's a lot of our problems. Was not. I mean, that's a lot of our problems. Whatever. I mean, especially what I see as in a lot of problems that we have with black women. You guys put you guys self last, as you guys are so. You guys are raised to take care of everyone else, take care your household, take care of your husbands, take care of your sons, take care of your children. Was not take care of your bosses, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And you put yourself last. Like you have all these people are ahead of you. Was not, and all these people are ahead of you. And ATL chick, you are so silly. All these people are ahead of you. Was not, and when you finally at the end of the day, was not you just start thinking about yourself. And my thing is that I mean that's selfless and that's cute on paper, but the reality is if you're not here, who's gonna take care of all these other people? If you have worn yourself out by taking care of everyone else, was not, and you no longer here, how are they gonna survive? You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm kind of happy that I was kind of raised as independent. Was not, you know what I'm saying, as I was. Although my mom was there, um, you know, she wasn't smothering. She wasn't hovering. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff that I learned by watching my environment and looking at the way people are doing things and what I did want to do and what I didn't want to do. So it wasn't always of, oh well, don't do this. Like of course the big things that look both ways before before crossing the street, don't touch the fire, so stuff like that. Was like those are things that we tell everybody was not. But as far as like the little small things was not of how to interact and react was not. I learned that by watching how she interacted and reacted with people was not, and how people reacted to her based on our economic status was not. You know what I'm saying? So once I realized that, whatever her thing was, don't ever let people see, like even if we had like at one point in time, once our house burnt down, we didn't have anything. We lived in a Salvation Army. Was not. It was all five of us. Was not. This was before the shanty. Was not. But we lived in a Salvation Army. Was that we only had probably like an outfit and a half each. Me and my brothers share clothes, and my sisters share clothes. Was not. But no one ever knew that. Was that we went to school because we were always clean. You know what I'm saying? She always made sure that if we had to wash our clothes in the sink in that little room we shared at the Salvation Army, was not, and have it dry overnight, whatever. She'll press it for us in the morning. That's what happened. So no one ever. So that type of mindset and work ethic and making sure you keep yourself up, at least by appearance. Because people judge by appearance regardless of what they say. First thing people know, they don't know your personality. They don't know how well you speak. They don't know none of those things about you. All they know about you is how you look and their first impression, their, their first thought when they see you. So she always made sure that we always look clean. We never look like we needed anything while it's not. And so that's why even now I think that's a good thing, a bad thing. Because even now my worst fear is to need something, but not acknowledge what I need from somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I always work. I always gonna have several jobs. I'm always gonna have several things going on in order for me to make money because I don't ever want to look as though or feel as though I don't or I need someone else for anything. You know what I'm saying? I want people around me because I want them around me, not because I need them around me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's just one of the things that I like to do. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I believe similar upbringing. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I mean, we never had a lot, but hey, Miss Parker, baby, how you doing, sweetheart? You know, um, I think that a lot of my things, like I think a lot of us, I think are gravitated towards each other because we have some of the same similar situations growing up in the same similar mindsets and ideas. We just express them a little bit differently, and some of us express them a lot more than others. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that people look at if I tell you my story was now you can use it against me. But one thing I learned from Funky Dineva on here is you and Shelly, because Shelly will say this quickly. I'm gonna spill my own tea. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna check myself. What's not? I'm gonna clock my own tea. No one can hurt you with what you tell them. Like, how can you hurt me with something that I told you? I remember when I wrote my first book. Yeah, I spread my own tea, right? I remember when I first wrote my first book was not I went to my high school reunion, whatever. People were like, aren't you afraid to well that people's gonna know? I wrote it for people to know. How can I have this thing that I'm talking about was not that I'm, you know what I'm saying, voicing out there was not be something hurtful to me was not I already dealt with it. That's what I say all the time. Like, I mean, you can't hurt me with anything on here. Like people are like, well, I'm a doctor. Okay, then what? But what's your end game? None of the people know. Now what? People know. You're not. No one's gonna roll up. No one's gonna pull up. Well, it's not. No one's gonna do anything crazy with it, and it can't hurt me. Whatever, because I already dealt with it. And whatever is meant for me is meant for me. Whatever is gonna happen is gonna happen. And that's part of my confidence was not who I am was not because I've been me for a while. You know what I'm saying? I've been me for 44 years. I've been me for, you know what I'm saying, a long time. So it's not ever going to be something that I stray away from or that I hide from or that I diminish my upbringing or where I come from was not. Things happen for a reason. Things happen to you was not. And if you don't learn from that situation, whatever, you're going to repeat that situation until you learn from it. Until you get the lessons that you need to learn from it. And I'm blessed that I have the foresight to actually look at stuff and see it as what it is and learn from it and get the lessons and the message I need to get from it was not because I don't want to repeat things over and over again. What's up, so blessed baby? How you doing? You know, and so when I experience things was that they may be uncomfortable was that I look for the lesson in that. When I've experienced things that are, that I may not like or may not agree with was not, I look for the lesson in that. What is it for me to gain from this in order so I won't have to experience this ever again? How can I experience this in a way, or how can I learn from this in a way to where it teaches me something and I grow from it? You know what I'm saying? And even if it's the lesson is what not to do, what not to say, or how to say it differently next time, or how to, I'm saying, handle the situation next time, what's not, I do that. Mm. Serious coins, yeah. See, the funny thing is, like, even when I was to high school, we were still living in the um poor area was not. But like I said, I had a car because I worked. Like I said, I worked ever since I was 12 years old. I worked from picking strawberries in the summertime, from picking corn, from picking raspberries, selling candy door to door. Y'all, I still remember my little speech when I used to sell candy door to door. Y'all want to hear it? Here it go. Okay, this is the door. It was like, hello, how you guys doing? My name is Food Junkie. I'm from Teens Incorporated. It's a youth organization designed to keep kids like myself off the streets and out of trouble. What we have right now, we are selling a couple things where I get a profit from it. Do you mind if I come in and show you what I have? Mind you guys, that was so dangerous for me to go door to door. Was not. I could have been robbed, raped, killed, drugged, kidnapped, but I did it though. I used to make real good money. We sold like colorful tablecloth, like coloring tablecloths. We sold peanut brittle, thin mints, caramel clusters. We saw all kind of stuff was not, and it ranged anywhere from $3 to $5. And from the $3 items, I would get 70 cents. From the $4 items, I would get $1, and for the $5 items, I would get $1.50. Baby, when I tell you I used to come home every day with that, and I would go out. I would go out to school. I would make about $80 a day. Someone came door to door. I was a top seller. It was called Deca. I don't even know all that, but I know I used to make that money, baby. Shoot, I was a selling fool. I was a selling fool. But it was so dangerous though. Think about it now. I would never let my kids do that. What's up, Miss Leah, baby? How you doing? But yeah, I still remember that little speech. And people like, oh, you're so cute. Come on in. I'm like, now I'm like, hold up, whoa, y'all doing too much. But yeah, I still remember that little speech. I still remember that speech to this day. Things you learn as a kid. See, yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it was just real. Like I said, like, I always worked was not, and I always had money was not. Although my mom didn't have a lot, I always had a little bit to help out was not because I always worked. I always made sure that I had what I wanted, and I never like. Once I started working, I never asked her to buy me anything. Like on school clothes come around, I buy my own stuff. School supplies, buy my own stuff. Pay for my own trips, or stuff like that. But I mean, she never had a lot, but I've always made sure that I had what I needed, and I've always been that person. will always work. I will always work. I mean, as long as I think I every day. You want to leave it? Love you. Have a good day. But yeah, so I will always work. I will always work, and that's always thank God that I wake up every morning in my right mind and right body to be able to get up and go to work somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And I'm happy the fact that He also blessed me to know that I'm marketable. I have marketable skills. You know, I can't be worried about all the other mess was not. I mean, I have as much as some. I mean, but I have more than others. You know what I'm saying? And what's meant for me is meant for me. And the lessons that I'm at right now, I need to learn so I can move and advance to where I need to be in the future. Kiss you, mwah. So silly, ATL chick, maybe I love it though. Yeah, never like thing is, but that builds character and who you are. Like that's why, like that's what I would say all the time. Like people that I like for a reason, and I may not know the reason immediately was not, but there's something about people's spirit that draws me to them, and the fact that you said that, Tracy, and that you always say that you always do your own thing, was not however you want to do it, and as long as you maintain what you want and you buy what you want and get what you want, that's respect for. I get that respect from you. You know what I'm saying? You get that respect from me, wasn't it? Because I don't have time for people who's constantly asking for something for someone else to give to them. Well, I was an undocumented worker working in strawberry fields, picking strawberries in the summertime. So that wasn't really documented. Well, I had my first documented job when I was what 15, and it was at a youth center for a summer youth employment training program. I don't know all these little programs I was in. Well, it's not as a child, but yeah, I remember all that. And that was the first time I paid taxes and all that stuff. But all the other stuff I did up until then was under the table. Like I said, there was no paperwork for selling candy door to door. There was no paperwork with the selling. I mean, picking strawberries and corn and raspberries and stuff like that. There was no type of paperwork for that. But my first acting job, I think, I was 15 years old. 14 or 15, one of those two. But yeah, that's my first thing. And then I started working at fast food restaurants. Was not like I said, bought my car when I was in high school. Moved out the house when I was a senior because I didn't want any more pressure on my mom. Was not, you know what I'm saying. But I also wanted to be grown. You know how that is. You know what I'm saying. You want to be grown and do your own thing, coming in and out the house, and I can't do that in my mom's house. So I moved out when I was a senior in high school. Left there and came down to Atlanta for college. Yeah, I was always independent. I was always doing my own thing. I was always making sure that I took care of myself. Always did that. You on the way? You on the way? Yeah, I mean, like I always work, and I always will work. Whatever, as long as God blesses me with the strength and the ability to walk and talk and sell myself to someone. Well, not like that, but sell my talents to people was not, or use my talents to work was not. I will always do that. I will always work. So even when I become who I'm going to become, I'm gonna still work somewhere. Be it if it's for myself, making sure that I maintain what I have and what I'm blessed with. I'm gonna always be working somewhere. I always have plans. Like even to this day, I have um, composition books full of plans of how I want my life to be, how I want to set things up. Even like today, I was just at the gym earlier. I was coming from the gym and I was like, okay, I need to make sure that I buy enough 3 ring binders because there can be binders in my house where everyone is signing in who does work for me. Well, it's not like the pool person, the yard person, everyone's gonna sign in, put the invoices in the back of the thing. So at the end of the month, I put everything together and manage stuff. So it is, I always have these plans of how my life is going to be once I get where I'm going to be. I always have plans. I'm always working on something, always coming up with an idea, come up with plans. I have ideas of different things of when I was in school, my goal is to be a luxury lifestyle brand. That's my goal. On the lines of Ralph Lauren, Vera Wang, Chanel, that's my goal because they not only do they do fashion, they also do homewares. They also the only difference between me is and them is I'm gonna also do food and stuff like that as well, ready made drinks and stuff like that. Hey Betty White, what's up? Um, I didn't graduate from Morehouse. I was at Morehouse for 2 years. but I couldn't afford it anymore, and I didn't want to take out any more student loans because it was already too much being an out of state student. Yeah, but I did go to more for 2 years, whatever, and I didn't graduate from there. But yeah, um, yeah. So it was just, I mean, yeah, I've always been independent. I always wanted to be my own person. You know what I'm saying? I always wanted to be the boss. That's why I don't like people trying to tell me what to do. I mean, and not saying that no one is doing that, so don't throw that out there. Was not, but I never wanted. You know what I'm saying? If my mom didn't tell me what to do, was not. No one else could tell me what to do. You know what I'm saying? And that's the person I love more than anything. Was not. I don't want people to think that they can just tell me what to do and I'm supposed to just follow their lead. I know what's best for me. Just like I will never tell somebody else what's best for them. I can tell you my experiences. I can tell you how I dealt with things. Well, it's not, but it's up to you to make your own decisions that's best for you because I don't live your life, and no one lives my life. You know what I'm saying? Even people that know me well don't live my life. You know what I'm saying? Oh, y'all, funny thing. Yesterday at work, I know I'm jumping all over the place, but yesterday at work, I had to roast and gag somebody yesterday at work. Y'all, he tried me. He thought I was playing with him. He thought that he can say just about anything. I told y'all I work with a bunch of ex Marine, ex military, current military, ex police officers, current police officers, stuff like that. And I'm the only one who's kind of like a civilian who really didn't do all that stuff. So this guy, he comes in every time he comes in. Was that he's loud and aggressive and very boisterous and rude, whatever. And he just wanted to play games, and he always get my name wrong. Was not, and I don't mind because I don't care because I don't pay him no mind. But yesterday he was harassing somebody that I work with on a daily basis, and so I'm like, shut the fuck up! You are too loud. Shut up! And so he thought that he could turn the attention on to me. Why he do that, y'all? Why did he do that? So we got into the roasting and Jonas section. Y'all know coming from the street anyway. Was not. That's all you do anyway. Is on the street is you clown each other. You know what I'm saying? So that's why on here it's like y'all. I don't understand what the read is. What's the joke? What's the punchline? Anyway, so he came at me with some crazy. Was not. I'm like, what you need to do is stop talking to me. Was not, and fix that damn wart on your goddamn lip. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, oh, for it's like that. I'm like, yeah, it's like that. I will tell you to kiss my ass, but I want an STD. It was just I was just clowning left and right. I was just clowning left and right. I was clowning left and right. And then he said something about, oh well, you wearing a stocking cap on your head. I'm like, but the point is, I can take it off and still take your girl from you. So what's the problem? You know, I'm constantly, you know what I'm saying? I was just coming throwing at him while it's not. Then he was like, oh, for real? I'm like, shut up. You look like a damn broke ass TD Jakes. What you need to do is pass the plate around so you can get that damn wart fixed on your goddamn lip. And he was like, oh, for real? Oh, for real? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, aren't you married? He's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, then if you don't want me to get on her, you better leave me alone. So he left the building and came back like, you got me on that one. Of course I got you. And people like, well, dang, food junkie, I didn't know that you can join like that. Cause I don't have time for that here. This is work. But they were like, well, in 15 years, no one ever shut him down like that. Because y'all scared of him. I don't have time for him. Y'all need to understand. Baby, these jokes come readily off the cuff. Leave me alone. But yeah, it was fun though. He came back. Well, you got me. You got me. I'm sorry. You got me. I'm like, okay, now move. Leave me alone now. Stop talking to me. Imagine he's like 6'6". You know what I'm saying? 300 plus pounds. People don't say I give less than a damn. When I tell you anyone and everyone can get it from me, anyone and everyone will catch it. And what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Absolutely nothing. But yeah, so that was fun. Yes, but yesterday was fun. And my manager was like, "Dang," just shook his head. Just shook his head. I'm like, "What?" He like, "You are hell, aren't you?" I'm like, "Yes, I am. I am hell on wheels. I do not play games. I do not play the radio. Play with somebody else." I was like, plus this is my day off too. You know exactly, exactly. She's the beginning of the holiday fall. I will break your ass down like some damn chicken, cut your ass up in 8 pieces. Stop playing with me. I will break you down. Start with your ankles down to your knees, and then my manager was like, "Oh well, he had a hip replacement." I'm like, "Why'd you tell me that?" Because I got more ammunition for him. Leave me alone. like, y'all understand. It was fun though. It was really fun. But yeah, it was fun. I had fun yesterday at work, although it was my day off. But yeah, you guys, y'all know how this goes. I'll talk about a little bit of everything on here. But yeah, it was a deja vu. Listen to Miss Olivia the Oracle. I know a lot of stuff happened yesterday. Was not. Let's be honest about it. I really don't care, you guys. I don't care. I don't care what happened yesterday with the whole blow up and the Yeah, that's not. Yeah, I got more going on in my life than that. Well, we all have PTSD. We all have it. Shit. I was just talking about it. Well, it's not. He better watch out for me, because we all have crazy shit. You know, don't run your mouth. I won't run mine. Leave me alone. I leave you alone. That's just how it works in this world. You know, no one's upbringing or situation or history, past history, is more important than the other ones. Shit, my PTSD comes from the ghetto, and it's been ever since I was a child. So, ex-military PTSD, it means something with that, but it's the same thing. We all got stuff we dealing with. You know what I'm saying? And just because you serve the country, don't mean that is more optimized. Hell, I serve my country by living in the ghetto. I know it doesn't. People say it won't equate, and I'm not trying to put anyone down. So I thank everyone for their service, but at the same time, what I'm saying, we all have a story to tell. We all see exactly, Betty White. We all sweet as pie until we come from, and that can be considered post traumatic stress disorder or post traumatic slave disorder, however you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? We all have it. You know, when we get stressed out, it triggers something in us. Well, it's not that, because it's back to a place that we don't want to be, that we didn't want to be, and we handle it. Exactly, Tam. Exactly. Exactly. Your PTSD started in the Bronx many moons ago. Exactly. Mine started in the projects of Chicago and went on to the ghettos of damn Washington. You know what I'm saying? It happens. We all got it. Yours happened overseas. Mine's happened right here in this country. Mine happened right here in this country. Right here in this country. Right here on this soil. That's what mine happened at. You know. Yes, you guys, please hit that like button, please. Thank you so much. Well, you guys, yeah, I'm gonna take me like an hour nap before I go back to work, because before I go to get ready for work, because I've been up all day doing all kind of crazy stuff. But I want to thank you guys so much for joining me. Thank you guys so much for listening to me. Of course, always being respectful in the conversation and in the chat, you guys. I really do appreciate it. And I always say, well, it's not everything I say is meant for you to take in its totality. It really isn't. Not everything you hear is meant for you to take in its totality. Take in what nourishes you, what makes you a better person, what makes you a stronger person, what makes you your best self. You know what I'm saying? Eat the meat and spit out the bones. Take in what helps you be your best self, live your best life, you guys. As I always say, love yourself, love someone else, respect yourself, and definitely respect someone else. Y'all have a blessed day. And y'all have a great, safe day. I'm gonna take this little nap, you guys, and I'll talk to you guys on my way to work. Until then, you guys, bye bye. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you, Ms. Leo. You guys, I love you guys. Until next time, you guys, I will talk to you later. Later, Tam. Bye bye.